May I ask what's your name, ladies?
My name is Regina.
I'm Catherine.
What are you doing here tonight?
I'm doing photography as press.
I'm also photographing.
Why do you do this as photographers? Is that your first year? How you started taking pictures?
This is my first time doing a fashion show, but other than that, I do photos all the time. But this is a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, I photographed runways before. This is probably like my 5th or 6th runway, and I just really like to do it. It's super fun and exciting.
You being very pretty, as like a models basically. Do you think that gives you advantage over guys like me who I model but not that much? So do you think you can get better pictures than guys who don't don't do this when yourself when you're not a feminine?
I think you have to learn the skill of photography. You could be ugly or beautiful. I don't think that matters.
Do you have advantage of being a pretty girl, taking pictures of pretty girls, or it's difficult? It's the same for everybody.
I think it's a male-run industry. With everything that I've done with photography, it's mostly men, and they're old men, and they've been doing this for years and years and years. So being a young female, it's actually harder. I don't think attractiveness level makes your pictures better, but being a woman in photography, it's like probably 10 times harder than a man because it's a man's club, it's a man's world.
You have a sense of beauty. You have a sense what's pretty. You can have like girls can relate to you when they're buying the clothes. You see the garment, not the way I see the garment. So you see when it moves. It do you see that this gives you like you said it's been a male-dominated industry, but from the perspective of preying, like the guys look at the girls as a piece of meat. Nowadays, it's more like a Me Too movement. Do you think you have more advantage in that sense? Is it the world is changing for the next 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some amount of like. So I know photography very well. I like know the technical side, but there's also this aspect of knowing like to capture a moment and when to capture that moment. So I guess in some regard, that's some kind of advantage. But I don't think it's particular to like gender or having an attraction to beauty or not. I think that no matter what you look like, you can find beauty in everything because I don't know.
If people want to hire you as a photographers, what would be the way to reach out? Like, do you have an Instagram perhaps?
Yes, mine is Regina Lynn Visuals at Instagram and on Facebook.
Mine is just Catherine M. Blanner on. I have a website and I have a Facebook and an Instagram and a Twitter. Just follow me.
How do you plan to use the pictures that you're gonna capture tonight?
I'll be uploading them to my event page for my website and social media.
I don't know if I'll share these. These are just kind of like a portfolio building thing, and it was my dream to photograph a runway in New York and do some New York Fashion Week stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
Are you looking for tutorials? Are you like I don't know how much they know about me, but I do a couple of things along the lines. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Cut. Okay.